Don't be shy now.
Not all speak at once.
Just coming off the game Thursday, kind of that emotional high, was it obviously not hard to get up for the game, but just in that first half, just kind of why y'all went a little cold there in the beginning?
I would just say, man, we work hard. You know. Just played Thursday night, Saturday afternoon. Quick turnaround. You know, we practiced yesterday. We go extremely hard every single day. I guess we just needed a little bit of time to everybody, you know, get into the flow of the game. I feel like we started pretty good, but on the defensive side, we could have did better. You know, but just for sure a slow start. But glad we turned it around at the end.
Yeah, of course it was a little emotions from past game that it was really fun to play in, but more than not focus for that or not the energy of that is because every side of the game is harder than the Thursday's game just because of just tiredness. So we started kind of slow, but we ended up that first half on a great note with the energy all the way up, and then we got into the second half with a clutch stop turnover for them, and that just built the momentum for the whole rest of the game.
Yeah, could you kind of just talk about how big that was just to close off the half like that? Maybe how you are kind of talking in that final timeout before the first half, just trying to get the momentum.
We knew they were gonna try to hold it for the last shot, but coach didn't want the guards to just sit back and let them hold the ball to the clock. He told them to pressure them, and then that's what forced them to drive. And their coach, you see, he was getting on them because he didn't want them to drive, he wanted to hold them. But definitely the pressure from our guards is what caused the turnover.
Yeah, I was in the bench and I was telling people, I was like, it was what, a 4-point game. They had the ball, so I was like, hey, we down 4, we might go down 6 or something. We'll be good regardless. And then we got a steal and we down 2, so it was even better. So not worried about that in the first half at all. We just knew the pressure and they don't play many guys, and with the pressure we applied, we knew they were gonna get tired, and we just knew when to attack them, and it worked out.
I know y'all all put work on the defensive end, but just talking about the kind of presses that y'all do, Neff and Mo kind of getting, you know, y'all are top 20 in steals in the nation. Can you just kind of talk about the work they do up at the front that might help y'all kind of capitalize on the transition?
Mo and Neff are definitely our best one-ball defenders. They don't really get tired. I don't think they get tired. They heat dudes up, and they do it in practice, and that's why it shows in the game. A lot of the times, me personally, I don't think the foul calls that they be getting don't be fouls because those guys play great defense. But, yeah, they put in a ton of work, and each game is based off personnel. So, you know, it depends on who they got bringing up the ball, who throws it in, and that's why sometimes I may be the person that's up there in the front, and then sometimes I may be in the back just because of how they do things.
Yeah, I mean, I would not like to go against them too for a whole game, being a point guard and just being there all the time, and Coach Juan making them make sure that they own them. So it's a game that is really fun to watch on your end. I mean, we've been on the other end that they got guards that pressure you, and it's not fun. So it's fun now for us that we see it firsthand. But no, them guys are elite at what they do. They change the whole pace of the game. They change just the rhythm. They push everybody else by just seeing them up front on the press. I see them going hard all the time. It's like I can't just relax here because I'm gonna be disappointed, and they will be disappointed for me. So it brings everybody up with them, and we need that from them, and they do a great job.
Yeah, definitely. They trust us, and we trust them. We know that they work extremely hard. It's like they applying all this ball pressure. We can't. All it takes is one person to mess up everything. And, you know, guys just got to stay locked in. We stay locked in, and we make sure we don't give no openings in turn because those guys putting the amount of pressure on the ball.
I'm sure you guys probably don't talk about this or might even realize it, but you guys are on the verge of NCAA history with having the largest turnaround in a single season. The record's 19. You guys are at 16 with 4 regular season games, at least one conference tournament game, probably another postseason game. What's it like watching that unfold? I'm assuming that's something you guys don't talk about at all.
No clue. It's always cool to be mentioned. I mean, we play for that. We play for the fans. We play for that little history. So it's cool to be there. We did not know. We have never talked about it, but it's cool, man. It's cool to see how much you, if you believe in the process and all that stuff, and you stay with the right people, it just works, man. And so that's all I got.
Yeah, it all really just started with a vision and a dream, and everybody bought into it. Started back in April when everybody got here, coaches, players, laid down goals, aspirations, things we were gonna do. How we laid the blueprint back in April, and it's showing now. We always focusing on our goals. We know each game, the next game, we got to be better than the last game. Each practice, we got to be better than the last practice. So it's all just about growing and being a better person and becoming a better player.
When you look at, especially, I guess, the last couple of weeks, and of course, you hope to have that special ending, but I mean, it's kind of been movie-like. It seems like the past couple of weeks, maybe especially for you, DeAndre.
Yeah, when I look at this season, I don't know if you ever seen Carter High, the football team. That's what I think of. Is like guys just turn it around, but it is like a movie. It's like you go from winning 7 games to what we are 23 now. We 2 games away from breaking a record for the most wins in a single season. So it's like, it's really just it's shocking, and it's a great feeling for sure.
I mean, we are so into the day-to-day and keep being better on our end that we forget about this stuff. You just kind of go through emotion. It's another day, another work day, but man, it's really sometimes I just take a step back and I just think of what we're doing and see how this unfolded, and it's something that it will be one of the best years of my life, regardless how it goes, because of the relationships and how good we connected and how good we do on the court. So I don't take it for granted. I just don't realize it because of the way it is, but I'm sure after the season it'll be like, wow, like we really did that, and that would be really cool. But yeah.
Does it make it sweeter? I mean, I know most of you guys, if not all, have all been solid and good players in your careers, but have never been a part of something like this as a team. Does it make it all the bit sweeter that it's just kind of, this group, just a group of guys that are all finally experiencing success?
Yeah, it definitely is a great feeling knowing that you come in here and your brother and your teammate wants to get better. They want to work. They want to win. Everybody got the same goals. And everybody being on the same page, it makes it easier for the coaches, and it makes it fun for us. We come to practice. I enjoy coming to practice. Last year I didn't. I could say I get up in the morning and I was like, I'm ready to go to practice because I know today going to be another day we get to compete, we get to get better, and we got guys who hold each other accountable.
It's funny because most of the team, if not every team, when you don't play much, everybody has long faces and stuff like that. But here's a genuine love, a genuine just seeing each other succeed, and that reflects on the court, man. We're just happy for each other, and that's the biggest takeaway.
Felipe, I know you had seen the Chilean flags a couple of weeks ago, but I don't know, have you seen the new signs in the stands?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them, but man, it's just love. I really appreciate everybody that puts effort into me. They don't really know me much, they just see my face and stuff, and it means a lot, and I really appreciate them. And when I see them on the calf or something, I always try to be appreciative of that because it means a lot.
There's definitely a sign that says love for Felipe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard it on the baseline. I love you, Felipe. I'm like, whoa.
But yeah, no, it's cool, man. It's cool to live those things, and that we have them printed, or they're gonna remember us by what we did on the court and then all the stuff.
Any other questions?
I got one more. Something that I guess at least I didn't notice this, but Coach Lavin mentioned it on Thursday that you wear like the 14 on your back on the warm-up jerseys for the Sunbelt Media Poll or whatever it was. Can you just talk about that and how that gave you extra motivation?
Yeah, all the coaches picked us 14. They picked us last, and none of the guys that came this year had anything to do with that. It's all based off the past, and it's just like it's a bad feeling when you're going into something new and everybody just expects you to fail. So us knowing that they picked us last is like every day we get into the media room and it's like they picked us 14 before every game. AC remind us they picked us 14. Mm-hmm. These are the teams that picked you 14. Don't get them the opportunity to be like, yeah, they last, and that's why when we go out there we give it our all.
it's a chip on the shoulder, and everybody mentioned it when we got the standings or whatever, and we were picked 14. We kind of looked at it and laughed at it, but makes sense because based on what we did before. But it showed that they weren't impressed with any of the guys coming, any of the new coaches coming. So we just took it and we kept working and not worry about that. Just have that in the back of our mind as an edge. But we have it there. We know. But we just focus on the core stuff, not all this preseason and all that stuff. We just play for each other, and we knew that would take care of itself.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.